Branding as a fashion entrepreneur. When you hear the word branding, what comes to mind? A logo? Beautiful colors? A nice Instagram page? Branded packaging? Those things are part of branding, but they're not the brand. As a fashion entrepreneur, your brand is much bigger than your logo. It is what people think about when they hear your name. It is what they expect when they buy from you. And most importantly, it is the reason they choose you instead of the hundreds of other fashion businesses competing for their attention. So, if you're trying to turn your fashion business into a real brand, let's talk about what branding actually means. First, understand the difference between a fashion business and a fashion brand. A fashion business makes and sells clothes. A fashion brand creates an identity and an experience around those clothes. Think about it this way. There may be hundreds of people who can make a beautiful dress. But what makes a customer say, "I want this particular designer"? It could be the designer's aesthetic. It could be the quality. It could be the way they treat their customers. It could be their story. Or it could simply be that the customer knows exactly what to expect from them. That is the power of a brand. Your goal should not only be to make clothes. Your goal should be to create something that people can recognize, remember, and trust. The second thing you need to consider is this. What do you want your fashion brand to be known for? This is where many fashion entrepreneurs struggle. You see one trend today, you create it. You see another trend tomorrow, you jump on it. Eventually, your business is producing everything, but standing for nothing. Instead, ask yourself, who is my ideal customer? What kind of clothing do I want to create? What problem am I solving for this customer? And what do I want them to say about my brand when I'm not in the room? Maybe you want to be known for exceptional corporate wear. Maybe it's elegant occasion dresses. Maybe it's affordable ready-to-wear. Maybe your strength is modest fashion, sustainable fashion, or beautifully tailored pieces for a particular body type. You don't have to appeal to everybody. You need to become memorable to somebody. Now let's talk about something that is often overlooked: brand personality. If your brand were a person, what kind of person would it be? Would she be sophisticated and elegant, fun and youthful, bold and adventurous, simple and minimalist, traditional, contemporary? Your answer should influence the way your brand communicates. Think about your photographs, your colors, your captions, the words you use, the way you package your products, the way you respond to customers. Even the way you show up on social media. All of these things communicate something. And here's the important part. Your brand personality should feel authentic to the business you're building.
Don't choose a personality simply because another successful brand is using it. Your brand needs to have a point of view of its own. The fourth principle is consistency. Imagine seeing a fashion brand on Instagram with a particular visual style. Then you go to WhatsApp and the experience feels completely different. You visit their physical store and it feels like another business altogether. You receive the product and the packaging doesn't match what you saw online. That disconnect weakens the brand. Your customers should experience the same brand wherever they encounter you. Your Instagram. Your WhatsApp. Your website. Your packaging. Your labels. Your physical store. And even your customer service. This doesn't mean everything has to look identical. It means there should be a recognizable thread running through everything you do. Because consistency creates familiarity. And familiarity builds recognition. When people can recognize your brand before they even see your name, you're doing something right. Now, here's something every fashion entrepreneur needs to understand. Your product is branding. You can have the most beautiful logo in the world. You can have an amazing Instagram feed. You can spend money on beautiful packaging. But if the actual garment doesn't deliver on your promise, your branding falls apart. If you position yourself as a luxury brand, your finishing needs to communicate luxury. Your fabric selection matters. Your stitching matters. Your fit matters. Your packaging matters. Your delivery experience matters. And the way you treat your customer matters. Because your customer doesn't experience your brand through your logo. They experience it through the entire journey. From the moment they discover you. To the moment they place an order. To the moment they wear your garment. And even after the purchase. Every touchpoint is an opportunity to strengthen, or weaken, your brand. And finally, don't build your brand by trying to become another fashion entrepreneur. Of course, study successful brands. Learn from them. Pay attention to what works. But don't lose yourself in the process. Your story is different. Your skills are different. Your perspective is different. Your understanding of your customer is different. And those differences can become your competitive advantage. The question isn't, how can I look exactly like this successful brand? The better question is, what can I bring to the fashion industry that is uniquely mine? That is where your brand begins to develop a real identity. So, as you build your fashion business, remember this. Don't focus only on making clothes people will buy. Build a brand people will recognize. Build a brand people will remember. Build a brand people will trust. And most importantly, build a brand that gives people a reason to come back. Because when your brand becomes recognizable and valuable, you stop competing only on price. And that is where the real power of branding begins. Build the clothes. Build the business. But don't forget to build the brand.